Thinking about the odds there on that one, but we're going to see the odds on 33 going down. I don't feel like 100% Yuragi's going to get credit for that kill. This tri-lane really working out. And it's 2 kills already with a 1
side of Tundra. Dropping relatively low, but there's no more slow from Dagger, so he should be okay. Eventually, they're going to need TP and help out Doom, but for now, they are setting up things for Yuragi, sitting at 4 CS and looking at the mid lane. Pretty standard stuff. I don't think Dragonite's going to die in this lane. He just put a 2nd point in Dragon's Blood, so no pressure. It's mostly going to be this tri-lane here.
Saksa with another death under his belt as Yuragi gets his 2nd kill. They're also going to take out a boar, so the gold's flowing top for OG. I mean, it feels quite nice, and like you said, DM by himself, there's not lockdown to really worry about in this lane, so he should be pretty much safe. And what do you respond with here? What does Tundra do to respond to this tri-lane? Because they've already given up 3 kills up top. This is not exactly a lane that is feeling all right.
I don't know if they feel like they could potentially rotate snaking to the top lane, because this lane's not working. And another one.
Yeah, Bushwhack, telekinesis to try and survive, but a blink strike bringing on the Saksa. Got a double blink strike right quick from the Lina. That's going to give enough damage to have Taiga grab the last shot. And it's now 4-0 here for OG, and it is looking grim up top for the side of Tundra. And I don't know if you would have predicted this. The odds on esportsbet.io leaning heavily towards Tundra.
For a good reason. I mean, the way Tundra won TI, the way they won finals against Team Secret, it was pretty one-sided. They looked like the best team. You know, people called them even boring at one point because how crisp their execution was. Literally no mistakes being made. On bottom, looking at him with the boots of speed, running away, trying to maximize his farm, maxing out Devour. This lane's gonna get slightly more difficult as Tundra members start to get more levels, and this SKITER, he's going into Blade Mail straight away. So that's his farming tool. Good way against like some of the uncontrollable damage, I would say, especially the one from Doom, from the Scorched Earth. And also, it does allow you to farm Ancient.
I've seen in the past Spectres go like Blade Mail Ags. That's the look that you're gathering here. At least it's Blade Mail. We know that for sure. Thanks to the player queue. Always helps me out on predicting. Saksa again in some trouble. Telekinesis throws him down on a Misha, but another blink strike from Taiga. Acorn shot.
Oh, unlucky.
Bounces over to the boar. So almost had another kill in this top lane, making it a 5th. But they'll just survive, eking it out. Getting relatively close, and yeah, you can see DM maybe not feeling as comfortable going for the harassment on the SKITER. It's level 4 already, so the Spectre's starting to have a really good time. 26 and 12. I mean, that is, with the way the harassment's going up top, at least this is going right? And then you've also got mid 28 and 7 for the DK.
Dragon loves a lot of these drafts, gives you that reliable stun, and his laning stage, you know that like he doesn't have bad matchups. I think we're gonna see definitely more of a Dragonite. He starts pushing the tower once he hits that level 6, and looking at the lineup that OG has, I know I saw it somewhere. It like brings back the memories. Queen of Pain plus Lina. It goes back down to the start of the previous DPC season when cool guys, they were playing Lina mid, but Queen of Pain as their safe laner.
Top lane again, Yuragi getting yet another. Now he's on a killing spree, taking out Saksa. Saksa already 4 deaths, so he's responsible for 4 of the 5 deaths that they have on Tundra already. But I mean, that being said, like these kills, yeah, they're coming in, but are they going to matter so much if both the Spectre and DK are getting everything out of their lane?
Doom also does have that power that we mentioned, so getting extra gold from it. It's a 1k gold lead for OG. Sometimes when you see 0 on the scoreboard, yeah, you want to get that 1 kill, start something so it's not a 0. The DM, and he made a new lane for himself, trying to get the most out of the lane.
Denied.
Tricks there. Afraid to get close. The Arcane Rune picks it up, and now that away. We've seen this in China as well, but hold on. Stun comes in, telekinesis from Saksa, that's 33 alive. However, another one lands, and Saksa is going to go down for the 5th time, dominating here for YURAGI to dominate the top lane. And I was going to say, you know, we've seen it in China as well. Just the party over mid. That 6-minute room shows up, and it was a similar story.
They're now playing with the catapult. This is going to be a lot of damage on the tower. This might even be tower. 33 hiding inside the trees. They're going to need some kind of rotation. Dragonite, he doesn't have much mana. Does have 2 mangoes to work with, but let's see if they make a rotation. So far, OG's safe lane, pretty crisp, I would say.
Yeah, looking really good, and like you said, it might just be the tier 1 tower. There's nothing. Dude, he's hiding in the tree, himself safe.
I've seen this in the pubs. Usually in this kind of a spot, the only item that he's missing is Shadow Amulet. Like, he was just collecting the XP. Yeah, Observer Ward already placed behind this tier 1, what was tier 1 tower. Froggy continues to dominate. Level 6 has that Laguna Blade available, going into Maelstrom standard Lina build. One of the if you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched China, the reason why this hero is so popular is you max out the Fiery Soul, you get the Maelstrom BKB bots in which order you think is better, but Maelstrom is the farming tool, has that constant Fiery Soul charges. This hero is one of the fastest farmers in the game right now.
Yeah, so you're gonna pick up that Maelstrom and farm. The kills have been bolstering that farm, 57 and 12, and look at where you are on the net worth. You're not only at the top, but compared to the Spectre, you've already got 1,200 more gold, and that's pre-Maelstrom. Things are getting even better here for YURAGI. So you gotta worry if you're Tundra, how far behind are you gonna allow yourself to get? You start trying to counter the game that OG has had, and they're gonna go after Snake King. He'll Icarus dive away, get all the way through to the bottom steps side of OG, and they were shot out just in case.
The big issue that Tundra is going to have is both supports are extremely under-leveled. Level 3, 8.5 minutes into the game, and both of these heroes do rely on having level 6 to have impact when it comes down to defending the tower or pushing the tower with the 10-minute catapult.
Dragon form down for another second, maybe back up. Do have this kind of lingering around as well. I go over to the side. Words. Saksa making still sitting level 3 as for side of G.
Misha's level 5 and Taiga's level 3, but Ricky as a support, you don't need levels. Like, it doesn't matter if you're level 6. This is a 15-minute timing hero who plays for the shard, sleep into mostly going to be Bushwhack or LSA to play with, and you also mentioned Ricky for people who are not playing much Dota. It was super popular in high-level pubs coming into after TI. People figured out, you know what, he's pretty good at trading in the lane, and if I just save up gold, get that Agatov shard, play with any kind of combo, the hero feels really strong. Also comes down to Smokescreen being buffed, so now the AoEs are the same on all 4 levels. That's one of the big buffs, and also having the level 10 now, even more AoE on it, plus this Smokescreen cooldown on 15, you can almost permanently have Smokescreen, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah, having that at level 4, a 75% chance miss rate is got it on. You have the Ricky later and later even. Right now, Tundra, no kills on the board, but still, I think the farm is okay. Spectre at about 5k, like that's fine. Also got 9 over mid. Well, that other Dragon Form doesn't end up getting a tier 1 tower in the mid lane, but it ends up being a good farming tool to keep him up with everybody else. And they look over at DM, they're trying to get the kill here on Doom. Still quite tanky, quite strong, and enough that pig pull.
You can see the power of Blade Mail against that Scorched Earth brings him down very low. Oh, they were trying to think about going on Saksa. Misha hits the Bushwhack, but no real follow-up.
We're about to have 6. He'll have that sharpshooter to go to, and that's an extra chunk damage that's going to be throw the way of that still going by is they're going to bring heroes down here towards Saksa. He's on a BCM. Saksa with that ult. They good play. They're going to try and get in front of this one. Sharpshooter thrown by Misha. They've got 9 coming over with an Elder Dragon form, but they don't get the here just yet on a BCM. They'll go to the Hawk. Yeah, Taiga with the Blade Strike, sewing them up for the moment. SKITER still gets the kill on a BCM, getting their first on the board. So finally, Tundra themselves something out of this as they'll go forward with 9 having that Blink Dagger, and that means they're able to get a second, taking out Misha. So the aggression from OG comes down towards bot. They get the kill there on a Saksa. Lose 2, and they lose that Queen of Pain.
This is the first haunt used, even though it was available. They just could not find any openings, and 9 Blink Dagger just got... We're gonna start the mid tower. This mid tower is pretty dead, sitting at the 90 HP, so Tundra opens up the map a little bit more.
Tower has fallen.
I was 33 in the middle of the pack with his Beastmaster farming up. Usually Beastmaster at this point of the game takes the tower, lose his tower, and we can see the pings coming out from him. He wants to be able to take it. Someone needs to rotate to the top, but for now, working around the mid lane, smoke, Blink Dagger available, as we said on Dragonite.
On that, 30 seconds on cooldown still. So
Dire's top tower
they're going to back up into the
attack.
jungle and maybe protect 33. Pressure onto the top tier 1.
Oh, SKITER keeping out.
SKITER just away. 4 heroes here for OG. They're not going to catch up. They also actually have a 5th PM coming across the side. Buddy's showing up for OG, but they're going to have their hands still empty. He's over, and like you said, he's got that blade mail that'll help him farm the jungle. He goes triangle.
Not just that, he also stacks the jungle for himself, while Rubik was stacking the big camp, and now with the blade mail, he's going to be able to farm those ancients. Has a healing salve to bring himself. SKITER, now he's been pretty impressive his whole journey. How he won the TI, and see, does have a room handle as a neutral item. Would be cool if someone drops Seeds of Serenity here for him, but yeah, level 10 Spectre, 13 minutes into the game, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, considering the fact that the other lane, the top lane, didn't exactly go that well, mid and safe lane for Tundra, it worked out, and there, see the advantage, it was 2K, but really squeezed tight and is pretty much even. And with that 33, you know, they gave him space. He gets that top tier 1, cleans it up. No contest for the side of OG. They didn't even want to come over for that. So it's well done, I feel like, by Tundra alleviating the pressure that was on top. Obviously, they already got the tier 1 tower from
I've been waiting for.
Active, and they tried to move it towards the top. They got the tower too, but keep it off of 33 and allowing him to get that tower is quite nice, right?
Yeah, Tundra kind of stabilized the game for themselves, and SKITER only needs 1500 gold for his Agatov Scepter, which is going to be another tool to play with. Dragonite uses Blink Stun, or a Beastmaster has Vision with the Hawk, uses a Roar, Spectre with the Follow. That's slightly too deep underneath the tower. DM doesn't even blink.
And not scared of the Blink Dragon Tail that came out from 9. Saxo, he's also throwing in a Fable. He's right now holding on to Scorched Earth at level 3 with that Spell Steal. And at level 6, and you can see DM kind of hanging around. Pressure on the tier 2. Again, Blink Dragon Tail.
He has way too much armor. Sitting under the tier tower, has a Devour available. So 21 armor, pretty difficult to kill.
Taiga comes following this one up as BM. He's Saksa for the moment, but it doesn't look like they're gonna go and jump in on yet.
Money to burn.
Said though, you've got Spectre continue to farm to get into the Yags. Very close to that. Not a bad idea also to have Snake King bottom, just trying to farm what he can. He's going to fail. He's already got him to the level 7, so available. Talked about the counters, the egg scramblers that are on this team. The Lina, of course, being one of them. Last week spoke, had a Maelstrom. Now, since then, Falcon Blade Dragonlance going into the BKB, already has the Mithril Hammer. The farm is quite nice.
Yeah, it's insane. You can feel the difference. The second most farm hero in the game is Dragonite, and she's only 2.5k ahead of him. Tundra, as I said, they are stabilized. The next big timing for them is going to be this Agatov Scepter on Spectre. And yeah, you said Snaking, he was at the bottom collecting some of the XP, did struggle a little bit, did not have that egg available, and is now level 7. Fire Spirits are maxed out going into Veil. That's gonna amplify some of the magic damage that they got.
Considering the fact that Tundra's heavily underleveled.
Dire's top tower
OG
is
doesn't
under
have
attack.
much tower damage. They did take this tier 1 tower on the top lane with the catapult, and now like they need to take a fight before they can take any objectives. Ricky, shard is available.
Throw
Blade mail.
out that super dark pops the blade mail. Sunray now on top of YURAGI. Now let's stay with the Laguna Blade. They get the kill on a Snake King, but they're going to look over and try and finish the life with Alina. Ends up being a trade that's well worth it for Tundra as they take a 5-times kill streak out of the hands of this Lina. And meanwhile, BZM up top getting a kill on a 33 with the help of DM as well as Misha. Kills around the board for OG, but the big one is the prize ticket of YURAGI. And that is good gold going the way of Tundra. And you can see it's minus the 33 kill, but if you look at the fight recap, that they did get a lot of gold.
Yeah, that was very ambitious going on to Spectre like that, and on the mid lane, Tundra getting another pickup. With this type of a lineup, OG, like, they need to go for the kills. They need to get something done because coming into the late game, the lineup from Tundra is just way too powerful, especially when it comes to the fight. We still haven't seen the full team fight in action.
And he's going to get caught back to back.
BKB, but
He can't get it over, and he gets the BKB off. It's not going to matter. 9 ends up getting a kill there on YURAGI. That is a late BKB, and I mean, that's what happens when they've got the blink jump on him, and they are only using the Shadow Step because the ads just got finished for SKITER.
That's huge. This is a type of a kill that, like, first the one on the bottom near the tier 2 tower, and now picking off Lina. So she's still at the top of the net worth, almost a full key ahead of everybody else. But this is gonna set them back by quite a bit.
Yeah, a good couple of kills there for Tundra. Still out of the net worth though is OG. Look at these other two heroes on their side too, with DM and BZM. DM bottom of the cores for OG. You know, to be a little bit expected, I would say, with Lina having the Maelstrom so early, and of course DM working with that Devour. So maybe I would have expected DM score to be a touch higher, as he's got that might as well. But he's in an okay spot. He's got his BKB. That's a 9-second BKB ready to go.
That should help.
YURAGI just his, so he's going to be in an 8-second BKB. But I think they're still going to be looking to fight. And that's exactly what they do with a 4-man smoke. Come on over and...
problem is they can't start a fight. Like, their way of starting a fight is dart into Bushwhack or into LSA, which puts Lina very close to a fight. And she's down to 8-second BKB already. And they do have a BKB piercing ability anyway with this Beastmaster. And something that Lina does not, never like to play into was these heroes that get on top of her. Like, from the supports, Tusk, Clockwork, Earth Spirit, and now playing into Spectre, who does have double wave, as you said, with the Shadow Step and Haunt available, going into Manta next. Like, she's never gonna feel too comfortable attacking Spectre because of this Blade Mail build that SKITER decided to go for.
Yeah, this is a really solid step here for Tundra, having that ag, so that double jump in is gonna
no
be something
puns intended. Like, this Shadow Step is a step in the right direction.
Certainly a step in the right direction. Now they look over towards top. They're going to use that Shadow to get on top of DM. There's the BKB. So 2 BKB usages coming out from OG that really don't net them anything. First one wasn't able to save the life of YURAGI. The second one is able to get DM out. But still, if you're Tundra, that feels pretty good to get those out of the hands of OG. Those early, seconds. Those early 9-second BKBs. There's 78-22 already on the plus win probability, and they're right into Roche.
Yeah, I think this is even being at this point, considering the lineup that Tundra has and how well they have been playing in almost 10 minutes. When it comes down to the tri-lane, yeah, they lost it because they couldn't punch back, and SKITER holding on to Aegis, has another Shadow Step available going into Manta style. Like, you're playing against Spectre. Yes, you do have a break mechanic with this hood, but I don't think Spectre is afraid of it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting into the
Dire's structures are fortified.
You're gonna look at DK because 9, he leads the net worth on the side of Tundra. He's going into the Ags next. He's 1,000 gold away from that. They're about to take a tier 2 tower up towards top. 33's recovery. it wasn't really Kim who
Dire's
died up
top
at
tower
top
has fallen.
a lot. It was Saksa who died 5 times during that laning phase. He still got a decent chunk out of that lane, especially when they open up the space for him. And kind of worried for OG how they're going to be able to handle him, especially now working with his Helm of the Overlord. Both over the side, Bushwhack sharpshooter coming through, not going to land on the Phoenix. And the ult coming through on a Snake King. Taking the Phoenix to start. Take out Saksa next. A 33 with Primal Roar that hits out of the Queen of Pain. They'll throw the dart over, put the Beastmaster to sleep. LSA to follow it up. There's the kill. 3 kills there for OG. And Tundra, they kind of get caught in no man's land, and OG taking bit.
Finally see OG punching back with the draft that they have. Ricky using the Sleeping Dart into Bushwhack, then Sleeping Dart into LSA. Still holding on to Aegis on Spectre for another 3.5 minutes. Once they respawn, they're going to be ready to go. One jump from Dragon Knight, it's a long duration stun. It's 3-second stun, so they can do a lot of damage, especially once that Manta style is finished on Spectre. With the Dragon Knight, they can go for solo pickups. And it's all get him Scepter, as I mentioned. So close to it, and now has it. Level 15 on Dragon Knight, and I like what I see in his profile. Oh, sharpshooter.
Lane, sharpshooter coming in. They've got the break as well as the sleep, but they're not going to follow this up. Coming in for staking. I thought for a second, because I know 9 was shifting. He wasn't going to pick up that Ags. He thought about AC for. Had that queued up for a moment. Be back to the Ags, so Ags in full here for 9. Yeah, well, it's Kurt. There it is. Courier finally 9 for 9 slots.
Let's see how they execute Roar on cooldown for 10 seconds. One thing they don't have is way to deal with this ancient black dragon, the ancient creep. Maybe if Doom decides to pick up his level 15 talent, Devour can target ancients. Decides to go for it. Very close to level 15, by the way.
Feeling that he's still working with an Aegis for about 2 minutes. Side of Tundra. The time right now to go for the Manta is about 1,000 gold off. Long until he gets that. See, Tundra is still posturing inside OG's jungle. They're not afraid to go for this, especially knowing that they've got the global here for the Spectre if needy. Bushwhack gets thrown, that's not going to land, but they go to the sleep. It's on a 9. Now they've got the smoke screen. The Skitter throwing out the Shadow Step for the moment. Not a haunt.
Still farming on the bottom lane. They definitely want to use this Aegis, but couldn't find any openings. Their Observer Ward just got devoted, so slightly limited on vision. They still do have Hawk, so that's one way to start a fight. Also, Haste, spawn top, Dragon Knight will be picking that one up.
Haste!
Alright, he picks it up, smoke again. That haunt, Shadow Step off cooldown in just seconds. They'll go to the dust. They've got the blink as well as the Dragon Tail. Shadow Step comes in, and they get the Taiga throw towards the back. And BZM and Misha need to walk away. They'll blink away on BZM. They don't get anything else, but again, it's very easy for them, especially once they have that dust. Have Skitter jump through with the Shadow Step.
Oh, DM, Roar.
Saksa,
it's gonna be there.
And that should mean they've got this ready to go. Meanwhile, Saksa, he's also stolen the sleep. He can not only put them in with the telekinesis, but he has the sleep available, and Skitter with another kill on a DM.
Oh, this is a big steal. We didn't talk too much about Rubik, but there's some cool spells to steal. Cloud from Ricky, Smokescreen, Dart, LSA, one of the better ones. Stuff from Doom if you want to farm up with Devour. Doom, of course, like even Bushwhack. BZM has been kind of silent, mostly farming on a mid lane. BKB done, plus Kaya Sanj, very tanky, does have that status resistance. Going into Witchblade next.
Yeah, like you said, it's been a little bit quiet, and he's 3-1-1, so he's got kills here and there, but they've been on, I believe, mainly snaking. Sonic Wave. BZM gets out of the Witchblade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm wondering where OG are going to go with this. They want the Satanic on YURAGI, then they're going to go with Silver Edge there too.
That's one way for YURAGI to be able to punch back SKITER when he comes in with the blade mail. Satanic is more than enough for you
Dire's bottom
to
tower
keep hitting
is under
on a
attack.
target. And Kirilin decided to go for that Devour can target Ancients now on 15. Oh, that's one way to deal with
Dire's
Ancient creep
bottom
that 33
tower
has.
is under attack.
Now from OG.
Dire are scanning.
Tundra are sitting bot, trying to take a tier 2 tower. That will
Dire's
be
bottom tower
2
has
of the 3
fallen.
tier 2s already gone on the side of OG. They make their rotation in, but will they catch anybody? 33 in an interesting spot here to break the smokes coming in from OG. They're up on the high ground, and he is not spotted just
Dire's
yet. He goes into the
bottom
TP
tower is under
attempt,
attack.
and he'll be safe to leave. Rest of Tundra far behind, and they will escape with their life. So OG, that smoke doesn't lead to anything, and Tundra's a perfect fuel for the movements of OG.
What a sneaky play there from Tundra. But also they're getting a lot from the map where you have SKITER. He can be anywhere on the map and then joining a fight with that Shadow Step or with the Haunt going into Lincoln's here next. He seems to be afraid of Sleeping Dart combo and also Doom.
Protect yourself as best you can.
Nice burn.
And to be muted here for
It's
9.
such an annoying
Dire's
build.
middle tower
I
is
think it
under
became
attack.
popular like a year ago. So you now have all the benefits from the Dragon, from that Manta style. It's very good for sieging,
damage.
especially with the Beastmaster. Tundra's looking for potentially next row spawn, which can be up in 40 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke's gonna break. Taiga's right there, goes to the Sleeping Dart. So now they'll move over to try to get the kill here on a Saksa. Sonic Wave comes out again. And they'll take out the Rubik. The Shadow Step was from SKITER, but not enough to really get anything at the moment. They're starting to back away on OG. Very careful. Tundra maybe looking towards jumping through. Eventually they back up their side of the river once again.
I think it might be a good idea to start thinking about Gem on side of Tundra, get rid of Vision, and see this Riki. Riki has been very annoying, and we can see why this hero has been so popular, at least in high-level European pubs, where played as 4 or 5. We've seen even some off-lane Rikis, but Sleeping Dart, very unreal.
These setups pretty easy. Shadow Step once again, and Misha on the run, but TF comes in to try and help out. This hoodwimp free fire from 9 is the finish slow, needed to get the kill. Got themselves at least one with Roche now being available again. These teams are going to fight it out potentially for the next Aegis if they go in once more.
Neta used the BKB there.
Not the best, as that's going to be on cooldown for another second, so it's rough. OG now want to fight in a push, right?
Yeah, definitely, but they're so slowed. You have this Dragonite with his
Dire's
Dragon
middle
form,
tower is
constantly
under attack.
either with the Shadow Step coming from Spectre, daggers, constant dagger spam. They're not moving. And the Spectre, she was thinking about getting
structures are
Lincolns, but
fortified.
in the end, it's like it's gonna be Scotty. Makes her more tanky, deals well with that
Dire's
satanic
middle
that
tower
I just
is
showed.
under attack.
Telekinesis, they're going to go forward with the Shadow Step once again. BKB's been popped by
Force
TF.
stab.
He's surviving for now. Taiga over to the side after no illusion, but here comes on with the blink of gold. The Dragon Tail coming out of the Skitter's going to get really into this fight with UCM. He's AB and a blink away, but Misha on the run from SKITER still. He's all the way in the... Only got the kill on a Taiga. They've taken out one, and they'll burn away Misha with the fireball placed on the ground by 9.
Under attack.
SKITER in deep, using that haunt for the Shadow Step. Got on top of these heroes on the side of OG. Don't get the cores, but they do take out the supports.
Very clean execution there coming out from Tundra, being able to take down 2 supports, not committing heavily. Good force staff coming out to be able to save SKITER because he committed with both Haunt and the Shadow Step, and not getting any kills. Also very nicely placed egg. Like, just see Lina not having a BKB, or if your Roar is available, I think Snaking can even go for a bit more aggressive placement. Egg in the middle of a fight. Some mic issues, but Tundra resolved that quickly.
Going when ready, and that's over. You can see 9 just working on this tower as YURAGI over to the side dealing with an BCM. Ball all the way back. He was quite low. On Misha. And the Racks are in trouble. Meanwhile, SKITER, he's got the Shadow Step ready, so he doesn't have to be exactly right at the fight. At Scotty, but get the kill on Misha. It's going to be the Shadow Step that leads to that. SKITER right back.
He's gone for 70.
Dire's
Just
bottom
bought
barracks
back. That was a second ago.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Halberd picked by 33. Telekinesis on the DM. Here comes Taiga as well as BZM looking after Saksa. Got him off and over to the side, but the Dragon Tail comes out from 9. They've got the Sunray right on top of this Ricky. They'll get the kill to Saksa, but then end up trading Taiga. The Luna Blade 9. The chase is on, but the Primal War comes through on the DM who's going after Snake. The LSA lands as the dart was there for 33. And they'll look to get the kill out of the Beastmaster after taking out this Phoenix. 3 heroes dead on the side of Tundra, make it a 4th. YURAGI with the double kill and a little bit of a defense from OG.
And instantly marking Roche on a minimap. They want to get this one done. How we looking in terms of buyback for Tundra members? Everyone has buyback besides Beastmaster because he just committed. He bought Heaven's Halberd. See if they can take it. Vector trying to buy some time. Going on DM top. It's mostly to see where they are, if they're going inside the Roche pit. No, they're not doing it. YURAGI showing on the bottom lane, very low on HP and mana.
Fighting. See how big this. Saksa off to the side. Sonic Wave again to commit onto the Rubik, but they look over at 9. 9 stunned up. Radiant played it, and they commit with the Doom DM. That gives them the damage to get this killing. The Maelstrom bouncing around. They find 33. They find Snaking. DM gets credit for that one, and then 33 on. This fight really looking good there for OG. One of the first fights outside the laning stage that gets them a victory, right?
Yeah, after laning stage, they didn't have many. They tried a couple of times on Spectre, not too very successful, but yeah, they did manage to kill Roshan in the end. And, who picked up the shard? I think Doom got it, or Queen of Pain. Oh, both of them have it. I like that BZM understands in these fights. I'm just gonna blow up one of these supports. Mostly it's been Rubik, but he also... Oh, Rubik is in trouble.
Yes,
and that's a gem.
They just
so dead. Gem
that's
on
a
the
second gem. Oof.
Just gem. Now in the hands of Tundra.
Thanks, Ty.
Add another to the tally.
He bought back in the previous fight, so won't be up for another 50 seconds. For an opening, doesn't have ulti.
But they've got the Bushwhack that lands on a 9, and now they're going to try and come over with Aunt. Get the kill on a 9, and now they'll jump over. SKITER in a little bit far, but the rest of the side of OG are backing away as Misha ends up dead to this Spectre, and 1-for-1 that they'll happily take.
Whenever Misha shows, SKITER is ready to go on him with a Shadow Step or Hunt, knows that he's going to be able to get the kill. But Misha did the job. He broke Dragon Knight. They did manage to get him in the end.
Big kill there. 50 seconds on the sidelines, going through a Daedalus. Just about got the gold for that. We'll see if he buys out. They are working against OG that does have an Aegis in their hands for 3.5 minutes, so you might want to save for the buyback just in case. The Sonic Wave from BZM, just potentially making sure it works.
Yeah, it does have level 20 talent, so not too afraid to use it. Has Lincoln's here, which is going to help out quite a lot. Again, Blink initiation from Dragon Knight.
Damage. Top area of the river.
Doom, very close to his level 20. Has Octarine Core available. Minus 35 seconds on Doom. This is where you can fight every minute, pretty much.
Math, not my strong suit. About 75 seconds, 73. Like you said, every minute or so, you're going to have Doom available. See, what the deal is with Doom is, building the Aeon, just trying to survive a little bit longer in these exchanges. That level 20. Reduction. Inside. They got telekinesis. They look to get the kill on Misha. They'll get the hoodwink. And that's one to start. The rest of the team is nearby. They need to be careful. YURAGI, well, he's been singled out for the moment with BKB being caught by DM. Taiga getting low. YURAGI throwing out some right clicks, but here comes the rest of the side of Tundra. And YURAGI in trouble, as that was an LSA that led him turning through that roar. Got the Aegis, and they'll have a second life with BKB being caught by YURAGI, trying to TP out of this one. They go to the back leg for BCM. They'll get themselves the kill onto YURAGI. It will be over at BCM, who just blinks and looks to TP, but the jump again from SKITER, not enough.
Oh, man.
Just getting BZM out of that one, but they got YURAGI, and that's really the big one to come for.
BZM used Lincolns there on YURAGI, try to save him, but not enough. You can see the way Tundra, they're really hungry in this one, and the problem is SKITER shows where everyone is before every start of the fight. They have much better vision with the Hawk. They're also holding on to both the gems. Once again,
Sleeping Dart. Snaking and not a push lag. Yeah, they've got the damage. We'll take it with the Sonic Wave.
We'll take the gem. Take the gem back. It's snaking, so Tundra's holding OG's gem and OG's holding Tundra's.
Gem. Receive gem.
Good trade offer. Now you see, to these two supports, they would die almost immediately. Taiga forced to get out. Without Misha, they don't have what it takes to like control them, and these illusions, like you don't know which Dragonite is real, so DM is in a kind of a tough spot once they pop Manta Styles, once Spectre's in, if there's a Manta Style on Dragonite available, if he's not the one initiating, they're gonna have a trouble finding which one is root.
Yeah, steals the LSA that was used to try and survive there from YURAGI, but they had the damage, and now they're going to get a kill on Misha once again. And there is really no stopping SKITER with this Shadow Step in the farm that he's got at the moment. He's also picked up a Hex, so we've been seeing a lot more Scythe Device.
Mostly on the offlaners in China, but this is a really good pickup. Like, you don't care too much about mana regen. Yes, you consume a lot of mana with constant mana with spam with the Manta Style as well to push out the waves, but it's mostly about going with the Haunt and just having something to lock onto target with the Manta Style. You can easily solo pick off. I don't think you can kill cores solo, but you can definitely kill the supports.
Supports are really in trouble, and
is under attack.
Tundra, they've got themselves a 5,000 net worth lead becoming, but felt themselves as time went on, and pretty much all the fights have kind of gone their way. What if you're OG? What do you do with this? You're not down by a terrible amount of gold, but what's your road?
Next Roche in 2 minutes, they can't allow Tundra to take this one.
Them, well, they've got the Hex. It's on YURAGI. He's in the trees. The LSA is going to be used, but it's not going to land on a SKITER, so he'll pop and try to survive as he looks to use that panic. But SKITER, just by himself, is able to take out YURAGI, who was, throughout most of this game, the biggest threat of the map.
Yeah, and he also found another gem. Yeah, that Scotty ruins your Satanic. You're not life-stealing as much. And we can see Dota Plus win probability up to 92.
Not shocking, considering.
Well, good luck stopping this kind of a siege. You have Hawk scouting things out in base, 9 flying. Also has Spell Prism, so permanent Dragon form.
They don't have YURAGI, but they're still looking to maybe fight. Primal Roar comes in, that's going to pop the Aeon Disc on TM9. Still looking forward. They go to the BKB, they'll jump in with BCM. The Fireball's on the ground, they go to the Doom, that's going to be played down onto the Dragon Knight. They're still going forward. TM, though, burning with the Sunray on him. Nine's able to get the kill on him as BCM, BKB blink over to the side, but here comes Saksa. Throws out an LSA, but the BKB is going to be the savior for BCM, who blinks back into the base.
Has fallen.
Over mid, towards the racks, the Bushwhack lands onto the Dragon Knight, but 9 not really too afraid. They have YURAGI back up in 20 seconds.
Man, Lena was so short too. She did like 50 gold after she died for a buyback, and now Dragonite.
Oh, Saksa in, telekinesis. Misha's gonna be dead to right. They get the kill there onto the Hoodwink. Already has a buyback. How are you gonna go about winning this game as you're on your heels? BCM in some trouble, blinks back into the base. Saved by the Stormcrafter to go up into the air for just a moment. They're charging up the Sharpshooter, throwing it over onto Saksa. The damage over the Lagoon Blade. They get the kill to Saksa, they're taking the Rubik, but now they've got the Primal Roar on the YURAGI. Sonic Wave comes out, but it's not going to manage to get any of the kills on the side of Tundra. They already got the kill on Saksa, but it's just Saksa. Is it really enough to fight into this? After 9, they land the LSA, the damage coming in from YURAGI. It's feeling like enough with the Inferno Blade hitting from DM. They'll finally take out a second. They'll blink forward for 33.
They
who
need to
pops
get
the
more out of
BKB,
this.
but he'll escape with said BKB and a TP out.
Let's Roche spawn. Does it benefit OG? Is Gaben on their side? Minute and 40. The answer is
Radiant's
no.
courier
So
has
this is
been
their last
killed.
set of barracks. They did buy back on Misha and DM. Pretty difficult task to ask. Like it's very... Oh, here comes again. Spectre. Right in and out.
Back to farming the jungle. Life never felt so good, and by the way, those illusions popping the Aeon disc.
Perfect game from SKITER. 11, 0, and 8.
11-0-8, no deaths so far. I don't want to jinx anybody. I know how sometimes the caster's curse can come in just like that. We'll see how they go about this and how they're going to go about going for the next Roche. Both sides, really. I mean, it's a 10k lead for Tundra now. So difficult for OG.
Oh, he got the
LSA.
LSA.
And they landed. They got the Inferno Blade with a Gouda Blade to follow it up. Get a kill on a Saksa.
SKITER uses Shadow Step, Hexes, and then immediately goes back to bottom.
Don't bother me. He's also got a BKB now. Roche in 30. So they theoretically should be without Rubik going into this. Spell Prism. That on the Doom well, and that's exactly what they're doing. And there is a haunt this time. Misha's gonna die to staking with Sunray.
I think we all experienced this type of a game as a support where enemy carry is so farmed, especially Spectre. She finds you anywhere, one glimpse of vision, you're dead. Very annoying for OG, like, you can't defend yourself. Misha, very poor at the moment, has that shard, only Arcane Boots, trying to go into Eon Disc. Like, Eon Disc can be both good and bad, because as you said, like, Eon Disc does proc sometimes during the full haunt or just the Shadow Step, and then with the next one, it's a lower cooldown anyway. Shadow Step down to 40 seconds, and Agatov Scepter available on Roche. OG's just gonna have to let this one go.
Yeah, that is not the best feeling, that's for sure. You'll give a cheese over to the DK. An axe for 30. We'll see if he can... Might, and Yuragi again has... They've got the sweep onto the Spectre. Save the life of the... Onto the blessing for them.
He's reading. He's like, yeah, what does this axe do? Let me just... Drums, yeah, I bang some drums, and I heal, I deal damage. Less heal coming out from creeps. More from creeps, less from heroes.
Might as well just give it over to my Rubik, who can do spells. Which has been nice, because there's a lot to choose from here. We've seen the Stolen LSA do a lot of damage and a lot of control. So,
Radiant
hoping
are
that,
scanning.
you know, you've got
Dire
Rubik maybe
are scanning.
dart in an LSA of his own. That'd be nice.
Saksa did struggle in this game. He's been heavily targeted by OG members. Ricky, Taiga.
Sweep in, and they're going to get the Bushwhack to look over with the Inferno Blade. 9 coming over with BKB pop by DM. SKITER over to the side. Dagger out, and now they're going to pop Dragons on BZM. They get the Doom off out of the Dragon Knight, but the telekinesis coming in from Saksa to save this DK. 9 on the run. 100. There was DM. DM trying to get out of this one. They'll also get the kill on Taiga. And Taiga dies. DM falls. 2 heroes gone on the side of OG. Don't have buyback on either of them. And that's going to be a bit of an issue as Tundra are looking to go for more. They find themselves their hands on Misha. Misha throws the Bushwhack, but that's not going to save it, right? They get another kill onto the Hoodwink, and now
Dyer's
only
middle
Yuragi as well as BZM can defend.
Dyer's top
Zeros
tower
don't have
is
buyback. The
falling.
racks are exposed, and OG are in a horrid spot to try and win this game. No, when they fight her, they'll go for on a 9. They get the kill on a BZM. They'll take out Yuragi. 5 heroes down on the side of OG. They'll call GG, and it will be Tundra who takes game 1 over the side of OG.
What a perfect start for OG in terms of how they played the tri-lane. They did kill Saksa 5 times in the laning stage. And then